Good morning, everybody. It is almost 7 o'clock, which is an unholy hour in the morning. This is Devin. I usually wake up in the body. I kind of just default that way, and I'm not exactly sure why. I've been spending the last few minutes trying to find the motivation to wake up, and I found myself sleeping next to two stuffed animals, which is kind of unusual. Got an alpaca and then this dragon. And that's interesting because we've been having some littles that have been going to sleep at night. And that's kind of a rare thing, with us, littles usually aren't out very often. So that's kind of new. And that's been interesting. But yeah, since I'm up an hour before class starts at 8 with German. And Thick Boy is noticing that I'm awake. Boy. I don't know if you can hear this soft meowing, but there's some soft meowing. Good morning, boy. Good morning. He always likes to shout at us in the morning, and it's the cutest thing. He's probably hungry. Yeah, I should feed him before taking a shower, because I actually have some time this morning. Usually I wake up like 15 minutes before class and just throw on clothes, but I can actually take a shower today, so let's get to it. We're currently cat sitting Willow. This is the Acrylic Chaser's cat, and she is the round baby. She's an absolute sweetheart. Too pure for this world. A little behind the scenes moment here. Our hair is usually pure chaos when we wake up. Thick Boy's got a lot of energy this morning. The second I stepped out of the bathroom after taking a shower, he was like, "Brrr," and then just ran into here. This is what he does in the mornings. He likes to sprint. Boy. Boy, say hello. Oh, that was perfect. Getting dressed is kind of a unique challenge when it comes to D.I.D, so we own a lot of pretty neutral black things that most people find agreeable, because we're basically guaranteed to switch a few more times a day. Usually it's 3 to 5. And another thing is, usually I wake up to something like this. It's just a bunch of clothes on the floor, because apparently people don't really like to put away the clothing that they wear when they impulsively change throughout the day. So sometimes if we have some spare time in the morning, I tidy it up a bit, like I was just doing. So we have an interesting method of telling who is out recently within our closet. So when an altar has a specific piece of clothing that they like, they wear it, and then take the hanger, put the garment back on, and put it towards the front here. So we can see recently that Kai was out, and this is Simon's, Nova's, obviously, Andre, Parsifal, Vicky, but usually it's the first few that tell who was out recently, and I can really appreciate that, because it's a little touch of consistency in our inconsistent mess of a life. This is what we're wearing at the moment. No boots, plain jogger pants, this shirt with the gas mask on it, a flannel, another jacket, and the overcoat, and this hat which says Kush, keeping us so high. I thought it was really funny. We found it at a thrift shop for $2, and it's kind of cold outside right now. We are in Oregon, and it was snowing the day before yesterday, so it might still be pretty cold. And a bonus for things that happen in my daily life is I found some coins in my jacket, and we have some coin jars on the dresser back there, so I'm gonna put those right in there. Yeah. We have 3 different coin jars. This owl, this other owl, and then this juice thing, which helps us to get to the D.I.D conference every year. We just started it last year, and we're gonna make it an annual thing. We have small contained messes, but they kind of work. We got some snacks here, the coins, our locked box, and this is where we keep all our gauges. And this here is our big collection of D.I.D books. So we have a lot. So this is what it looks like outside of my apartment. This is my car. We call her the Dankmobile, and it's raining this morning. Luckily we have an undercover here, so I can like smoke my morning cigarette without being rained on. If you look closely, you can still see some like little bits of ice there and there. So it's cold, but not extremely. All the buildings here for school are basically just brick, but our apartment is green. That's why they're called the Greens. But yeah, this campus is pretty beautiful. It's all like red brick and oak trees, which I can appreciate. Another thing about us is that we almost always have headphones on, like whenever we're walking around or just doing chores and stuff. We always like to be playing music because being left alone with your own thoughts when you have D.I.D is kind of a weird thing. Like sometimes just the thoughts get too loud or too repetitive and distressing. So I like to think of these headphones like an umbilical cord, a thing that we need to live, because that's kind of what they've become.
Jack it up.
So this is the German classroom. I actually got here a few minutes early, so that's kind of pleasant. Usually I'm the one who's out for German because I'm the best at picking up languages and stuff, so that's pleasant. Yeah, German's been a really fun time. We're going to be learning German for the rest of our experience in college because we want to go to grad school in the Expressive Art Institute in Berlin in order to be an art therapist. So that's pretty fun. Yeah, usually it's after this class that we end up switching the most because I kind of stay out to handle German, and that's that. I've been working on reading Civil for the next book review. We're about page 65 of this. We're keeping the book place with the receipt. And this book is kind of frustrating. I mean, it's like super outdated and kind of weird, but altogether, if I try to ignore the biases of her case not being totally legitimate, it's not that bad. I kind of just pretend she's not civil for the whole thing, and it's tolerable. Oof. German class went well. This is what I'm greeted with every time I come home. Hi, boy. Hello. He's so friendly. He cares so much. Such a good boy. This is Varric. We switched in the Starbucks because, you know, Devin gets tired after being out for more than like an hour, probably. So he was looking through the music on our music playing app, and my song just caught his eye, and he was like, hey, Varric would be good for day-to-day shit. And I was like, sure, whatever. So here I am. And here's the round baby. This is the corner that she exists on when she comes over. She just chills out. Such a good girl. Now we've got like a break between classes, so I figured something that'd be worth my time would be to post some new stuff on Etsy. I'm shamelessly plugging our D.I.D awareness scarves, and we have System Pride gear and stuff too because it's getting really cold. So yeah, we've got like 4 orders to ship out today, and I'm pretty excited about that because it's really taken off at this point, but we still have a ton of inventory, so if anybody's interested in scarves and hats knitted by us, we always wash them before shipping in case people are allergic to these hooligans. And we try our best to keep them away from the yarn beforehand. I'm going to pop the link to our Etsy down in the description, so please check it out. Like, anybody's welcome to buy any of our stuff. And we're going to be posting some new hats and stuff. They're going to be a little bit more expensive, around like $10, and that's going to be to help one of our friends get out of an abusive situation and move up to Oregon with us. It will be awesome, and we would love the help, like, for real.
Gotta take a cat petting break. Oh, she's so sweet.
Okay, I'm tired of having this rat's nest on my head. It is time to straighten this disaster. Okay, that's better. The hair is now sufferable. Alright, so I am out on a walk right now to go and send out those hats and scarves and stuff we made. It's raining, but it's kind of refreshing. I know Varric is mad because he just straightened our hair and it's going to be ruined. Whatever, it's Monday. Just avoiding eye contact with people as I pass them. I'm not vlogging to myself as I'm walking. Nobody's doing that. It's a normal, singular human being in a human body right here. Being normal. Don't smoke, kids. Yeah, apparently we're gonna stop smoking eventually. It's kind of difficult to do that with D.I.D because like, a lot of people aren't really down to quit when the majority wants to, so you have a few people like Nova, who's basically a chain smoker, and then you've got Kai, who doesn't smoke at all. At least he avoids it. He avoids it unless he absolutely has to, and wow, my face is white in this light. It's not even that bright outside. There we go. Okay. This is strange. I've never done one of those walking around and vlogging things, so this is kind of fun. I didn't want our hair to get completely ruined, so I tucked it underneath the hat. My eyes are kind of gold when I'm out. Never noticed that. But I'm happy to run errands. We just shipped out those 4 packages, so that'll be nice. Get to keep some people warm across the country. Most of them are going to the East Coast. We're here on the West Coast in Oregon, about 45 minutes away from the coast. So it's pretty rainy, pretty cold. I was expecting it to be snowing again, but it's raining and I'm kind of just damp now. And just as I say that, the rain picks up. I like to watch it. I don't like to stand out in it. Usually I don't go out very much in the rain because I'm covered in fur in the inner world. So that's that. I have to do that wet dog shaking thing and everyone hates it. Like, get away from me, you're the size of a school bus, stop shaking. And I'm like, no, it was your choice to stand by me out in the rain. So that's always great. I feel like my accent is getting a little muddied, as I call it. When people get co-conscious with me, it kind of impacts the way I speak because our mouth isn't used to making British sounds. I'm not even technically British, and I think bilingual, maybe multilingual. I know some German for our classes, and of course Aetherian is just a given. So I'm kind of a mashup of so much. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be working on some homework and reading textbooks, but I don't really want to do that. I think I'll skim them and then knit some more hats, because all the System Pride things are in like big demand because it's mid-February. On the end is System Pride Day. It was moved to the 23rd, so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to wear our hat around. I might even do a live stream. I don't know what we want to do for that, but it'll be fun either way. Okay, I am compromising, as one does with D.I.D, and I am watching videos on how to do certain math equations because we're taking a statistics for psychology course, and I don't know if it's going to be dull or not, because the professor is really into it, so it'll be fun to learn from her because she's kind of like Dante, but math version and woman. So I'm starting this new hat made out of this stuff. It's a bit thick to put in our regular scarves, so I'm going to try out a new stitch with it. and see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go well. We can only dream. That new stitch did not go well. There is a hole in the knitted goods, and that's not good. So I was trying to make a fun brim on this hat, but I missed something here and there's a hole in it. So I'm gonna give up and just do something a little easier. Maybe, let me just reverse the stitch or something. I want to do something fun for this next line of hats, because this is going to be that charity one. But then again, it's really fuzzy yarn, so I might just do something normal. I don't know. I've put on a interview of someone with D.I.D, Encina Severa, and this guy, Kyle, who is interviewing her, is just so redundant. He's like, so, this altar is fronting, you know, that means they're in your body, you know, they're in control. And she's just like, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And I'm sitting here like, Kyle, shut up. Stop asking these basic questions. I don't understand. I don't know. Oh, Kyle. And he says he's done a lot of interviews before, but this seems like one of his first interviews of someone with a mental health issue. The things you find on YouTube. There's always one point in the day where we're feeling really overwhelmed and kind of confused. Like there's a lot going on Etsy, and then we've got our quantitative methods class coming up. I don't want to do math. And I'm not sure exactly what the professor is expecting of us, because it's like this the third day of class. We've got we finished the first week of this new semester last Friday, and it's Monday right now. So I don't know what she wants from us. I don't know if there was any homework, but we've been doing our best to complete things. So I'm just gonna go in there and hope for the best, and have Morpheus close by, co-conscious with me, because he's like a doctor or something. He builds robots in his free time for fun. He can do statistics, so I'm very happy about that. And look at this lovely lady. Oh, you've got allergies. Stop scratching. I don't know what she's allergic to, but she's allergic to something. Gentle scratches, like this. Gentle. You're gonna scratch yourself too bad. Careful, love. We need to clean the cat box later on, so I'm employing a lovely tactic for people with D.I.D. You know, sticky notes placed about. That's such a thing. So I wrote, clean the feckin' box. Tag F. So hopefully people will remember when I'm halfway cursing at them. Also, I just learned that our little speaker that we got from our mum for Christmas a couple of years back, it hooks up with micro USB, and we'd misplaced the other cord, so I'm very thrilled that we can have loud music again. Well, not really loud, just a touch louder than phone speaker. I've upgraded to a rain jacket because I don't want to be damp anymore. Here I go, off to math class. Wish me luck. Okay, so the rain has definitely started to rain more, but I'm still excited because we are going on a walk. And I know that's the most doggish thing to be excited about, but I'm very excited. So the acrylic chasers have gotten to our apartment. They got there about 10 minutes after we got to class. And I'm going to surprise them and be like, who wants to go on a walk? When I get inside, I'm thrilled. We got a package notification for the mail center, and I'm going to go back there today, not to send out something else, but to pick something up. I think I know what it is. I will surprise you guys with it. It's going to be awesome. Who wants to go for a walk?
Oh my god.
Due to the weather, the walk has changed into a drive, but this is the inside of the Dankmobile. Okay, so we've got a surprise unboxing. This thing is huge. It's much larger than I expected, but I'm very excited about this.
Oh god.
You're not in the frame, you can get in if you want.
I'm getting in on this.
Get in on this. Okay, I'm gonna stab it. Gently. I just see my awkward face like, oh my god, I don't want to break it. Okay. Whoa. Box within a box. And then, ta-da! There is. Okay, this is what I was expecting. This is a blanket loom. This thing is huge. You can make blankets on it. You know, the way we do scarves and hats, but it's just massive. And it comes with some tools. So, we're gonna start making blankets. Obviously.
Fun.
It's gonna be so much fun. We are going to do the same D.I.D patchwork ones, but those are gonna be probably like 55 bucks. So, if you're really interested in one of those, hit us up. We've got this, and we can do commissions or whatever you want. Those should be starting soon after we finish our first project, which is going to be a blanket for their dad to pay them back for the Amazon gift card that enabled us to buy this. This is Sargon, and I was brought out because I thought this shirt was cool, and I also learned that I'm not very good at cooking. Fishnet Jesus might help me. I made about twice as many noodles as I should have. I made about enough sauce for 3/4 of it. We'll see how this works. Okay, crisis averted. The mac and cheese is okay.